So for the first step, this is a very easy step. We're just going to get started with the document and then get everything set up. So right now, if you can see, I have the folder, which is going to be in the Google Drive. So you can see it has everything included for this project, including all the graphics and photos we need to use. The start folder, the start document, and then the end document. And now and this is the menu document. This is what we're going to do in a minute. I have this all set up because I was just practicing a little bit for myself. So we're going to start with the end document, which is part of the step. I'm going a little out of order that I've written because I've written it like in an order to show. But I'm going to go out of order a little bit because it's like I'm just going to show you. So when you load up the end document, which is all in the Google Drive, this is the final product that we'll be finishing up when we do this tutorial. So this is the final product. It has the images and basically all the stuff we're going to be using. Just a fair warning, you can see that the photos are very low quality. And the way you can do that is you go to View, and you go to Display Performance, and then you go to High Quality Display. And this way now the images are higher quality and you can see them a little better. I think I always recommend doing this if your computer can run it. My computer can run it, so I can do it like that. But when you're doing like projects, you really want to see the images or whatever thing that's like on there. You want to see it high quality. So I recommend you do that. But this is the InDesign, this is the end product, so this is what we're going to see at the end when we finish this up. So let me close this. Now we're going to like start with the start document. So now when I wrote down it, you should really go to File, Open, but File and then Open. But for this one, I could easily just click on it if you have the extension already. But for this sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to follow based off what I wrote. So we're just going to go to Open, and we're just see we're already here, and we go to Start. And now, before we start anything, we got to teach you about the workspaces. Because if you go to Window, you have basically all these tabs you can use like for the project. For the sake of this, I usually always use Essential Classics, which I think is really the best because it has everything you need. It's because it's the classic version of Essentials. But for the sake of this tutorial and what I wrote, you got to use Advanced because Advanced pretty much has everything you need to know. And as a person who uses InDesign a lot, I use Advanced most of the time, but I like to use Essential Classics because I don't really use a lot. Anyway, but this includes everything you need to know. So yeah, we're doing that. Because like I said, I'm going out of order a lot of the steps, so based on memory and also what I wrote down, so we're going out of order. But I'm just telling you what to do. Anyway, we're just gonna start with we're gonna go to Save File, Save As. We're gonna go to we're gonna click on Start, of course, but we're gonna change this to Menu. Now I already kind of did that because I was just practicing for myself and just getting it ready. Not like with the work, but I just been practicing ahead of time just to have it. See, I already have it, so we're gonna do Menu, and we're just gonna save as Menu. Like you can name it anything. For all I know, I can name it like you know, like tutorial if you want to do it. But I'm gonna name it Menu for the sake of this because I already have it saved. You can name it whatever you want. This is gonna be our project file we're using. Anyway, let's save it. Sorry about that. It's really loud. I have it on my speaker. Actually, let me turn this down. You already need to. And then we're gonna say yes. Well, this doesn't matter because this is all like random stuff anyway. It doesn't really matter. But we'll just do like, you know, I'm saying yes. And now it's saved as Menu. Now let me see what else I wrote because I don't know if I wrote anything else I did. Okay. Yeah, I think that's really it. What you all did. This is basically this first step. It's just to do like normal stuff. You know how we're doing it with like the. It's basically the get starting instead of like how to like set everything up and how to save as and, you know, change the workspaces. That's really all I'm doing for this first step. So I think for the next step, we're going to be learning how to change the background graphics, which is we're going to change how to work with transparencies with images. So let me end this recording and we're going to go to the next part.